1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the Mudblood podcast. We are brought to you, as always, who by Patrick?
By Manscaped. Manscaped are a male grooming tool. If you don't know what it is, there's something wrong with you. They're fucking huge. They've been with us from the start. They're our main sponsor. We absolutely love them. We have lovely, shiny fucking balls because of them. And if you don't know what Manscaped is, it's a pack that comes out to your house. It has a nose trimmer, the Lawnmower 5.0, which has a wee torch. It's fucking waterproof. You fucking find it hard to cut your balls. You can cut them, but it's really hard to. You get boxer shorts, ball deodorant, ball toner. Fucking, it's all in there.
Anything
Boxer
your balls
shorts.
could want and more with Manscaped.
Like, it doesn't suck your balls, but your balls are in good condition to be sucked. So, if you want that, we are sponsored by them, and we have a wee code that goes Mudblood, and it gets you how much off?
I think it's 20%, Patrick. I'm not too sure.
20%. Do you know what 20% is? 20% is
a fifth
of something.
Yeah, so it's nearly 20 quid off your order.
Nearly 20 quid,
on
if not
manscaped.com.
more. There you go.
So go on to manscaped.com, pick up your little kit.
Tell
them the boys in Mudblood sent you.
Ring them up and go, Willie and Paddy says I need my ball shaved.
Yeah.
And you will get a 20% code.
Yeah.
Yes, do it.
We're also sponsored on non-bollock related premises by the Prize Guy. If you don't know what the Prize Guy is, crawl out from under that rock you're living in and get to know. He does prizes. You can win holidays. You can win cars. Sometimes you can get a cash equivalent to the prize.
Well, most of the times you can't get a cash equivalent if you ask.
Yeah.
I think you have to take the holiday, but you can definitely take the money on cars.
Cars and stuff, yeah. So just enter a wee prize draw. What's from as little as they're 40p ones?
Mudblood 10.
Oh, Mudblood 10 gets your money off. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, there is ones that are 40p, 20p. Do you know what? The other thing about them, too, the thing that people don't realise about that Prize Guy, he does free competitions. At my show in the SSE Arena, he done £1,000 giveaway. He does he's doing a free £50,000 Christmas giveaway.
It's free, just enter?
Yes,
£50,000.
£50,000 for free. If he pulls that off, that's fucking huge.
Yeah.
He gives a lot to the community. He donates quite a bit. There was kids that dressed up as him at Halloween, and so that's quite a bit. He got me back. The bastard got me back.
Sean McDonnell.
Sean McDonnell.
What's up with that ringtone? Is that just for Sean? Your phone says their
No,
name?
it tells me everybody.
Sean McDonnell.
Tells me everybody.
Is that one name is your phone weird with?
Yours.
Like, what's it called, man?
Wee bastards ringing.
Wee bastards.
wee yellow bastards
It's very
ringing.
Brit. It's a very Brit voice coming out of your phone.
Jeffrey Adams is on the phone.
Yeah, I thought we were being like Sean McDonnell.
Sean's ringing your phone.
Sean, you're wanted.
That's
But
if
no,
your
it's-
iPhone was from Davis.
Yeah, but no, you.
Suck it back up! It's your poor!
Yeah, but yes,
Prize
guy.
Prize Guy. Get involved. Get yourself winning. He's give out more than, I think it's fucking 60 million in prizes, if not more.
Really, that much?
Yeah. I mean, he's give away at least 4 £1 million prizes.
That's true, actually.
Like,
That's
and
what
cash
it is.
ones, and then
Yeah.
the houses, and it, so
The cars, that's right, he does houses and shit.
everything.
Yeah. Go on the Prize Guy, check
Check him out, and Mudblood 10 gets you a wee code.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of the Mudblood podcast with myself, William Thompson, the beautiful Patrick McDonnell, and our guest this week, the wonderful Ricky Balshaw. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm all good, man, all good.
Brilliant. I seen you were on tonight with me, and I sent William a message today. The boys was like, Ricky's coming over. I says, let's try and get him on the pod. So I left William here to get you back. He knew you slightly more.
Yeah, no, the boys with cerebral palsy, we all know each other.
There,
So,
mate.
yes.
Yeah, we all look the same.
How does it feel having somebody else with that?
I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's like, do you know when you're the short mate and then someone else brings a short mate along and you're like, no, this is my thing.
Yeah.
You fuck off and
Is
find
that the way
something
you
else.
feel about it?
Yeah,
That's entirely how it
when,
feels.
when I was at school, because there was other disabled kids at my school, because it shared a car park with a special school, but I didn't have any disabled friends. So I wouldn't
You
have
didn't go
anything
to
do with
special
it.
school?
I did instead of nursery, but then I went to a mainstream school.
See, that's fucking amazing. Like, he done that too.
Yeah.
I did that.
And that has to be the fucking hardest thing.
And it was just,
Like,
fucking
just
nightmare.
it was
being
just school. I didn't
just
know.
Yeah.
like, but I understand that. But I'm saying from somebody like me, like, I would get a nickname for something that wasn't like funny. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You get tortured for something, but you physically had this.
Yeah.
You know, so it was so fucking easy, you know.
Yeah.
But I suppose it makes you tough.
But it was weird, like, because at my primary school, because there were other disabled kids in there, it wasn't out of the norm, so I didn't get any shit at primary school. I was fine. And then secondary school, I was the first disabled kid there. And I remember my dad sitting me down on the first day of school. He went, right, Rick, someone's going to take the piss out of you today. And in my head, I'm thinking, fuck off, Dad. I've just completed primary school. Do you know what I mean? I'm the man. Within 5 minutes, I was called a cabbage. Within 5 fucking minutes, I was called a cabbage.
Do you think it made you stronger?
Yeah, because my dad had said, he went, I've got to drop you off at 9:30. I don't give a shit. I've got to pick you up at 9:15. Sorry, I had to drop me off at 8:30. I don't give a shit if I got to pick you up at 9:15, as long as you fire as many fucks as you can into whoever says anything. So I walk in like I'm King Kong's bollocks, and I just rip fuck out of this lad. I was horrible to him. And I didn't get any shit then after that.
Yeah, and I think it makes you get really good at slobbering to people, like being rude.
Yeah.
Because you know what they're going to say about you.
Oh, yeah.
But you're like, I will make you self-conscious about something you didn't even know you
didn't
had.
even know
Well, I
existed.
suppose I never thought of that side.
Yeah.
Anything.
Like that side, like you could do anything, like something that they haven't
anything.
noticed before.
Yeah.
Have you hit the right chord? Like
Even
they're
if there's
fucked.
nothing there, even
They're
if they've got
fucked.
the perfect nose,
Get you.
you just take the piss out of the nose.
Yeah.
Like, they're
And then make
self-conscious
them be
about
conscious
it.
about it,
then.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. But then going back to what you're saying about being with another disabled person, like I wouldn't hang around with disabled people when I was younger. And then I got on the Paralympic team and I fucking hated our squad training session. Like, I felt really self-conscious about what people thought about being out with a load of disabled people going out. It was weird.
Would you have been sitting there going, I hate these spastics?
100%.
I can see that because
yeah.
you sort of don't. You went to an ordinary school and stuff.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, I'm not fucking one of these.
Yeah,
fucking
I'm not
idiots."
sitting with that dribbling little cunt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not happening. Like, yeah.
And did you find people that didn't go to like a mainstream school? Did you find that like if you did go into that team, you played in the football team? Was there people who went through a proper school where it was like all disabled people and they were a wee bit tender about it, or did you find that most people I found with
most-
cerebral palsy are fucking pretty tough?
Yeah, most people,
Yeah, we
most
are.
disabled people I know are cunts as well.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're really evil bastards. So they tend to be nastier than
Yeah.
because they would go to a school where they're not called out.
But that's what I'm saying.
exactly
But that's what I'm saying.
You get two types, don't you? You get like the ones that are actually, because on the team we're all horrible to each other, and actually it was quite good for me because we're just taking the piss and it was like banter. But then you get the other side of it where they haven't been exposed to other disabled and they're just cunts because they've never been told no.
Yeah.
That people, some
Get you.
disabled people don't get told no enough.
Yes.
It's like fit people.
Get you.
Yeah.
Like fit women don't get told no enough. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same with some disabled kids. They
Get
just
you.
don't get told
And
no
they would
enough.
like throw
they're-
tantrums
they're
and
little
stuff.
There's
in the middle of
times
a
I
team.
would forget that he has something wrong with him
Yeah.
because you don't
Yeah.
look at him like that.
Well, it's mad. You see, you say that. Like, people have said to me growing up and stuff, oh, I don't even see you disabled anymore. And I've always thought that was bollocks. But then, like, talking to and being around other disabled people, it's true. Like, I don't see your disability.
Yeah.
Like, people who I was on the team with, you just see past it. And I always thought it was bollocks until I experienced it myself.
Yeah. You just get used to them doing what they do.
Yeah.
You're like, he just wears goggles all the time. That's just something he does.
He just dribbles.
Yeah, that's so you forget about
we
it.
had a friend that was black, and that's
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. A very white fucking podcast. But literally, a lot of people wouldn't understand. We didn't have a lot of ethnic minorities here.
Yeah.
So he was a black kid growing up.
Yeah.
We fucking didn't see him as black.
Yeah.
But the first time that I clicked on was there was a bunch of black fellas from Dublin come up to go
Right.
to a nightclub that we were at.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, fucking black bastards coming up. And I looked at him and I went, fuck, that's right, you're black. You can't even say that.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, fuck it, I can't. But he doesn't see himself as black. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean? Because
yeah.
it's just another person. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's funny you say that because there was only one black kid in my year group at secondary school as well, and I
Sorry
reckon
about
he
that.
got more shit than I did. I mean, his surname was black for a start, which is brilliant, and he was gay. He got so much. He definitely took the brunt of the year group's bullying.
Yeah, that guy's a walking target.
Happy days, that's me off the
I
hook.
got lucky there because he was in my year group. Like, I owe that kid a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, he saved my ass.
My mate was deaf, and his mum wouldn't send him till the deaf school, so he came to our school, and like, fuck, I probably tortured him more than anybody else.
Yeah.
But like, he just fucking was just tried to fucking get on with it. Like,
I always find, were you the same as me? Your friends would be more defensive
100%.
about you being made fun of
Yeah,
than you.
100%.
You didn't care.
Sometimes I don't even see it. Like, you know, Doug Carter. Have you met him, the comedian Doug Carter?
No, not met that.
Okay, so he's a Midlands-based comic, and I've sort of, we're mates now, sort of thing, and we go out, and he'll notice people looking at me before I do. It's like I don't even, and he gets dead defensive about it, and I just like fucking
Yeah.
it
you
just
just
goes
used
over
to.
my head like.
Because I noticed it too. I was not with me, but I had a black friend growing up, and again, like you said, you obviously notice these black, but you don't
Yeah.
think about it.
yeah.
And then I remember we were standing in the queue for a shop and someone just randomly walked past and went, "Darky bastard," for no reason.
Wow.
And he was not bothered.
Yeah.
But I was like, let's fucking kill this guy because there's no need for that. And he's like, that's just like, it just happens.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I see that side of it because I'm offended for you.
I'd love to have another, obviously with that name, Asian comic. I had him on the podcast. We were talking about this. And like, I would get defensive for people being racist towards him, but like, I don't. Yeah. For myself, I don't get it. Oh, yes.
Thank you very much.
The food has arrived. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Cheers, bud.
This is a first for the podcast.
Is it? No one else has had food
This
before?
is a fucking first for the podcast. I have to say, like, you say that you don't use your disability to fucking get things done, but like, fuck's sake.
I have not messed around here.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, in hindsight, it was a massive bad choice because I've got a microphone in one hand and now I've got to tackle a burger.
Do you want me to hold the microphone for you?
Nah, you're right. I'll pick up the chips.
You say we've never had food on the podcast. We did.
Do you want us to stop?
No, you're right.
For 5 minutes.
Are you sure we can?
No, do you want to?
No, let's
go.
You
okay?
Yeah.
We did have that one segment where we rated crisps. And people were fucking fuming. Because we were just talking like,
yeah.
Well, that's just you.
These are lovely. That was just me anyway.
That was just you talking, yeah.
And people fucking hear these fat bastards eating crisps and all. And we were like, all right, that's the last time we'd be interested.
Cerebral palsy, I'm right in thinking that.
You are correct, yeah.
Yes, okay.
But we have different kinds.
Types of it, yes.
Yeah, because it's an umbrella term.
But you've got the spastic type still.
I have spastic hemiplegia,
yeah.
Yeah.
But mine's, well, I was diagnosed diaplegia, but I've got quad.
Oh, have you got quad?
Yeah. Then, although, because I was diagnosed at 18 months, but they only diagnosed me from the waist down. But it is in my hands as well, so I know I've got quad, but I never went back to get re-diagnosed.
Right, but yeah,
can you not get extra money for that? No,
nah.
It's about your movement rate and stuff.
I'm saying like if that's a negligence thing, like they diagnosed it wrong.
Well, I've tried to sue the NHS because it was their fault for causing the disability. Okay. I've got my heart rate thing, you can see the moment it drops. But my parents tried to do it when I was younger, and my medical records went missing.
Oh,
just disappeared.
This is a really common thing.
Yeah,
a lot of people I know with cerebral palsy,
especially in the 80s.
Yeah,
the medical records are gone. They don't exist.
Yeah,
my birth records don't exist.
So this happened at birth.
Yeah,
so you were lack of oxygen.
Well, it all happens.
Yeah,
from birth.
Yeah, because you had.
You can get it later on in life from like drowning. It's oxygen starvation.
Yeah. Right.
So you can develop it.
So I thought it was only from birth.
No, that's just the most common time that you don't breathe.
Right.
Was there not a boxer that got it from? Jesus, it's all happening.
That way.
It's all happening here.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ.
It's all right. We got someone behind the camera.
Can you come over every week?
Yeah, mate, not a problem.
Fucking hell. I have been gigging in here for 14 years and I never even fucking had as much as a fucking burger handed me.
Well, mate, you're missing out.
Fucking ready on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so was there a boxer who...
I could be wrong, it might not be.
I know who you're thinking of. You're thinking of the guy who Chris Eubank fought.
Or Nigel Benn.
Yes. And he did get brain damage, but he didn't get cerebral palsy.
This was like a Mexican or an American fighter, and the guy hit him in the back of the head, and his tongue went down his throat, and he lacked oxygen, and they didn't. So they didn't realize, and they didn't. So he was lacked oxygen, and I think he has a form of.
That could have happened.
Yeah,
because that's the first time me find out that it's not from birth. Every time.
Because I know a kid who used to be on the development teams on the dressage team I was on, and he got found floating in a swimming pool when he was like 4 or 5, and got cerebral palsy from that.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Fuck.
His parents found him floating in the house pool.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck, and he got it from them. That's insane.
Yeah.
But that is the first time even I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it is one of those disabilities that it's really hard to pin down exactly what it is.
Well,
it's very common.
Yeah.
It's the only disability that and visual impairment.
Yeah.
I know that has a lot of people playing that only sport.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a specific.
And what did you do?
Dressage, real fucking man sport, mate.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
It's,
dancing horses.
Dancing horses.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
That's the reaction it deserves. Yeah.
So the horse goes.
Yeah, without the tongue, but yeah. Yeah.
Any wonder you didn't get made fun of for being disabled?
I know,
They're
mate.
like, make fun of that.
That's what I mean. I got called gay more than I got called a spastic, yeah.
Your horse was gay, never made
I did.
anything else.
Honestly, I
that
got
black
called...
guy in your ear was like, that's gay.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I honestly got the piss taken out of me more for my sport and being gay, even though I'm not gay, than I did for being disabled at school. Yeah, I got called gay more than I called a spastic.
And how do you get into dressage?
Through physio. Yeah. So it's called hippotherapy. Hippo being the Latin for horse or something. And because like you'll know, it's tightness or spasticity in the muscles.
Yeah.
So sitting on a horse, your legs are sort of stretched around, so it's stretching the hamstrings, stretching the adductors, and also I've got no natural balance, so it had to be taut. So the horse is moving underneath you, so you're fighting to get your balance back the whole time without. So it's like doing physio without realising you're doing physio.
You've unlocked a memory. I did this.
Okay.
You've unlocked
blocked it out.
Yeah, I forgot that I did this.
What?
But I did show
The
jumping.
difference between
Did you?
Protestants
You
and
jumped.
Catholics.
They made you jump.
I remember.
No, I
about
just
being
got
bucked
into
by
it.
a priest.
Oh, right,
He
okay.
remembers riding a horse. What a fucking different memory.
I mean, yours isn't a
I put it in the back of my mind. It was so gay.
yours isn't a sport.
Did you start through physio then?
Yeah. Do you know what it is? I don't think the physio made me do it, but my mum used to do it as a kid, and I think the physio
Right.
mentioned to her
Right,
that
okay,
this
yeah.
is really good.
It is really good, yeah.
So my mum had the connections
yeah.
at the
and
riding
just got
school.
on. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good for cerebral
Also known
palsy.
as the comprehensive.
So you would do dressage, right? And
Yeah.
the Paralympic team is right.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep.
It's going to sound
Here
weird.
we go.
It's
Here
just
we
going- it's just
fucking
fucking
go.
these questions.
Go on.
Did the horse have to have something wrong with it?
No.
What a cunt.
The horse
What a cunt.
have to be vet checked and they are not allowed to compete if they're limping.
What did you think?
What did you think?
What did you think the horse would have to have?
A
Down
fucking
syndrome or something.
Jesus
amputated
Christ.
leg. A fucking Oscar Pistorius legs on the fucking
Well, there's a
front end of
difference
a
because the
horse.
Special Olympics is for people with that, isn't it?
Learning
Yes.
difficulties,
Yes,
Special
yeah.
Olympics,
Where's
yeah.
that?
He thought he had to have an autistic horse before he was allowed to jump.
My horse had to dribble as it tried round the arena.
Big yellow horsebacks coming in, all the horses licking windows. Pick your horse out.
You know what? I get asked that question so often.
It's one of them things
unbelievable,
you
yeah.
need to ask.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But the horses are cheating then.
Yeah,
That's like
they
your
are.
woman with the balls in the Olympics,
yeah.
isn't it?
True.
What one with the balls in the Olympics?
The one that
The found out she has balls.
she's got internal.
Internal testes.
Who,
testicles.
the boxer?
Algerian one, yeah.
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 She's got XY chromosomes.
XY chromosomes.
I thought
and
she-
she has internal balls.
She's got
I
internal
didn't know-
bollocks.
Yeah.
I did not know she had. That sounds
Yeah,
like a great
So
band.
she's a is that right? Are they are
Internal
hermaphrodites
bollocks?
when they've
I
got
thought she just had a condition that gave her more
testosterone.
testosterone.
no,
Yeah,
they
it's called
actually
having bollocks. Yeah,
the most English sentence ever.
The balls are in. They just obviously never dropped.
She's done
'cause-
dressage and the balls went
Yeah.
up in her stomach.
She hit her balls on the front of a saddle. Woof, and they went.
Yeah.
Took a body shot and fell
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it turns out that actually technically is a man.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
yeah.
got XY chromosomes.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck, that ruins my bit about
But
it.
then there was was she South African runny a few years back as well that
I
was
remember
a
that.
hermaphrodite. So she
Yeah.
had, but obviously genuinely thought she was female, was raised female, and the exterior looked feminine. Had the women bits, but inside had the testicles. She had both sexes. She was a
Technically, she should have
hermaphrodite.
joined Marvel.
What's it?
What was
because
her
it's-
name?
Superhero, like she have both.
What's a
She
super name?
literally-
What's a
she could-
superhero name?
Self-insemination.
SS. No, we don't want to even talk about the SS. Oh, I didn't think I'd be cancelled after this podcast.
No, you will.
yeah,
you will.
yeah.
So when you play, here's a question for
Yeah,
you: playing
yeah.
the Paralympics,
Yeah.
what country do you hate the most? Because it's made me hate certain countries that I didn't hate before I played them. The Polish can fuck off.
The Germans and the Dutch.
The Dutch are pricks, aren't they?
Yeah, just because they were good at it.
Yeah.
We've been telling
Yeah.
you that for years.
I know, but
Yeah.
it took me
Bastards,
to
come over
play
here.
them.
Yeah, they come across like they're all
Everybody
nice
thinks
and
it was
then
the
they're
English
cunts.
caused it all here. It was the fucking Dutch.
Yeah, it's the Dutch.
King Billy
The
landed
Dutch.
in the boat, caused
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
mayhem.
I hated playing Poland, not because the people were mean. They
What
were
sport did you do?
football.
Right, okay.
Cerebral palsy football. Not because they were mean or bad people. They're just fucking rough.
Yeah.
And even a Polish guy with cerebral palsy is still about 6'3".
He's still going to knock out
Still
most.
built like
Yeah,
that, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So they would knock you fucking flying.
Yeah.
I hated
I
playing
can
Poland.
imagine that, yeah. Yeah, first it was the Germans and the Dutch.
Germans,
Those are
yeah.
The ones, yeah.
The Dutch are tall as fuck. aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
very
huge.
tall.
Tall,
Yeah.
tall.
They're
fucking
huge.
nations,
Which
right?
is really good for dressage.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, because you got the long legs to wrap around the horse and you have to move less. It's just efficient.
And surely doing dressage, you must have had a few accidents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst one I had. Well, I've had two really bad ones. When I came back from the Beijing Games, I had 2 weeks off, and then the first time I got on a horse, I got on this young horse. I'd been in the saddle 5 minutes, fell off, got my foot stuck in the stirrup.
Oh, fuck.
The horse galloped
Dragged you.
around. I was dragged, but I was behind his back leg, and he thought something was chasing him, so he was kicking out with his back leg. that was me.
Fuck, if you didn't have cerebral palsy before, you do
I
now.
know, right? Yeah, I broke
What if you had a
every
stood up
rib.
and went, I'm cured?
I kicks again, and you're like, ah, fuck.
I broke every rib this side, split my sternum, cracked my skull, dislocated my knee.
Do you know what? That's a story that you don't even tell anybody.
Say again.
Like, people say, what happened to you? And you're like,
wow.
oh, the dangerous sport of
Well,
dressage.
well, it's the world's most dangerous sport.
Is it?
More people die and have life-changing injuries from dressage than any other sport, including boxing, MMA, and rugby.
Like,
I'll
it's
be honest
bad
with you.
enough getting your bollocks kicked in by, like, somebody who, like, oh, he was gay and he beat your balls in, but a gay horse.
Yeah. Why they're not gay? You don't
What?
get many gay horses.
Gay people could kick your fucking.
What?
Yes.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, but a gay horse.
Bad enough letting a queer hit you. What are you saying?
I'm saying, like, dressage. It's
They're
not,
great
it's
with
not
their
a
fists.
heterosexual horse. Like, it's got to be a gay
Gay
horse.
with
It's in all that. It's in all that dancing and prancing about. Like,
I'll be honest, if like I was at a funeral for one of my mates and he died at dressage, I'd be laughing like.
It'd
I
be
would be
fun.
like,
To be fair, yeah.
it is, but
But
yet you
I got
said-
battered. So what happened then? So I was on the floor, and as I rolled over, I got up and I felt my knee pop back in, and I crawled over to the fence, stood up, and I couldn't get back on because I felt like some pain here. So I said to my mum, "I'm just going to nip to the hospital. I think I've cracked a rib." Got in the car, drove myself to hospital, got to the car park, and I couldn't get out of the car. Like, the adrenaline had just fucking gone. So I had to phone 999. I was like, "Look, guys, you ain't got to send an ambulance out, but can you please send a nurse to the car park because I'm fucking stuck in my car."
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and I was pissing blood as well. I'd ruptured a kidney. Fuck. Yeah, that was a bad day. And then I healed from that, got on the same horse again.
I was going to say, have you talked that cunt again?
Well, there's a long story there. So I got on him again after about 3 months once I was healed, fell off him again. But as I was past the point of no return, I tried to push myself clear of the saddle, but I twisted upside down, knocked myself out. I sold the horse after that, lost a lot of money on him. But then I drove, because that was in Essex, and I drove to Essex to Buck-Ingham. Don't remember the drive. Apparently I rode 5 horses in Buck-Ingham. I remember riding 2. Drove from Buck-Ingham to Telford, don't remember the drive. And then I think about 3 days later, I just turned up at the house with a load of shopping from the local spa. And I'd spent like 70, 80 quid in the local spa just on shit. No idea why. No recollection of going in there, buying anything, nothing. Got taken to the hospital and I had swelling on the brain. And they wouldn't let me sleep for 2 days in case I didn't wake up.
holy shit.
Yeah. But I discharged myself because on the second night, this nurse came in to test my pupils. She wasn't English. I don't know where she was from. And she just starts doing all this in my eyes. So I'm like twitching away. Then the main nurse came over, says, "What you doing?" She was like, "I'm testing his pupils." And she went, "That's not how you do it," and shined a torch in my eyes. I'm like, at this point, I've got to fuck off out of here. Like, I can't. I'm not
Jesus
sticking around for this.
That's some
Yeah,
animal
so I
rights
just went.
cunt, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You just had a
probably.
nurse come in being like, put your hand over your
She was
face.
like,
You've cancer, I'm
she was
sorry.
like doing this shit in my face, and I'm like twitching away.
I remember when I was in the hospital and got the finger bit off, and I was waiting on the operation, and I had fucking something wrong with my heart, so they gave me this medicine. They were like, "You can't get out of the bed. Don't get out of the bed for no reason."
Yeah.
And I'm like, right, okay.
What if you needed shit?
So I hit the button. 2 guards come in to clean the fucking room, and I'm sitting high as fuck, whatever they give me, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, can you jump out of the bed there to be clean?" And I was like, "Oh, I jumped out, fucking bang,
Buff down.
right into the fucking window, and they just run." And then they come in and they were like,
They
"What?" And they come in and they were like, "Why'd you get out of bed?" And I went, "Them 2 cleaners." And I went, "What 2 cleaners?" And I'm like, "There's 2 cleaners in here and they told me to get out of bed." And they were like, "Who?" And they went everywhere looking and nobody admitted to
Never
doing
seen
it.
again.
Fucking cut my whole head open.
They
fucking,
definitely went back to
The
Poland.
more I think about it, the more I think they didn't exist.
Yeah, I think that was.
You had like a shining experience.
100% hallucinating there.
tried to jump out the window.
Yeah. You just went, oh, the cleaners told
Fuck
me.
this.
No cleaners worked there.
Yeah, it's like my accident. There was no horse really. Just making it up.
You says you bred 5 horses in Buck-Ingham.
Yeah,
Well, King Charles has bred 1 in Buck-Ingham that we know of, anyway.
yeah.
Here's
See how Ricky takes that.
he's always English.
No, he's dude. He's done the Olympics. He's dude with the red, white, and blue on. He's for.
He did. He's good.
Yeah.
Good lad. He's a good lad. So he is.
For king and country bitches. Yeah.
Didn't appreciate you Celtic ones over the weekend, so he didn't.
No, boon. How dare they boo the Royals? Next didn't boo the Royals. It booed Hamilton's
Well,
Day.
you know my story about Buckingham Palace, don't you?
No.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
I had sex
Here
in
we go.
Buckingham Palace.
What?
Yeah.
Was it with a horse?
Yeah, you met
No.
Andrew.
Yeah, I met Andrew. Yeah, that's why I walk like this.
That's who gave himself
I
a
was
palsy?
able-bodied when I went in there, and fucking now I walk like this after Andrew fisted me. I shagged the Polish bird in Buckingham Palace.
Tell me this story.
So it
This is
was
fucking amazing.
It was 2 weeks after that fall where I got dragged, so I'm on a lot of painkillers. And then we goes down to meet the Queen, because all the medal winners from Beijing had to go down to meet the Queen. Fine. So the guy who was looking after, the guy who beat me, Lee, the woman who looked after his horse, I'm not going to say her name because she's married now, but the woman who looked after his horse,
Was she married, yeah?
I'd always wanted to have a rip. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd never wanted to make my wife, always wanted to have a rip. And my mum and her partner were there as well, and they disappeared, and everyone was taking the piss out of me, saying, oh, they're probably trying to find a place to fuck in the palace. Most people would go, oh no, that's my mum, and all I could think, because I'm high on painkillers and free champagne, I was like, that is a fucking great idea. So I turned to this lady who was next to me, I was like, do you fancy a fuck in the palace? Fully expecting her to say no. She went, yeah, right. I was like, fucking sweet.
She had the same fucking idea as you.
Mate, she was so matter of fact about it. She was like, we'll meet the Queen first, and then we'll go to the toilet. I'm like, sweet. So we're all in a line. This is true. We're all in a line.
You bricked up meeting the Queen is wild.
Mate, it gets worse. So we're all in a line waiting to meet the Queen.
You realised it was the Queen you
She's
said
coming
it to?
down. Yeah. Yeah,
You were like your
the
mum
Queen gave me a
Fagin.
cheeky handy.
Ricky, what are you doing in my room? Come on.
So the Queen's moving down because we're all in like a big line to meet her. Then I'm thinking to myself, shit, I'm on a lot of drugs here and free champagne. What if it doesn't work? So I like put my sticks into one hand and start having a bit of a play to make sure I could get a bit of blood flowing. And it was working, and then it wouldn't stop working. So I had to tuck it into my belt. And then the Queen is like 2 people away from me. I'm thinking, shit, I've got a stiffy while I'm meeting the Queen. The Queen shook my hand, and I was like fucking eye contact. Don't look at my dick when I'm meeting the Queen. Shook her hand, she fucked off. Then we went to the toilet, and there was guards making sure that only one person at a time went into the toilets, because this shit must go on. So I pretended to be gay, because obviously I'd fallen off, I had a black eye and stuff, so I put on a really camp voice.
Oh, so obviously, yeah.
And I was like, she's got to do my makeup for the photos. You've got to let us both in together. He thought it was hilarious, let us in, and then did the business.
You became a beefeater that night?
Yeah,
That's
I did.
insane.
Yeah.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I love that was such an English mannerism you did there.
Beef eaters aren't in Buckingham Palace.
Where are they?
I know what you meant though, it's all right.
No, they are. They're not outside it.
No.
Who's outside
Queen's
it?
Guard.
Ah,
Queen's Guard.
fucking who cares?
Yeah, I know what you meant.
yeah.
What
It's the only
did
one I
that-
know.
what
The Brits and
Englishism
I
did I
will know
do?
The Englishism you did where you're like, it's the most English thing I've ever heard someone say they met the Queen. Shook her hand, she fucks off.
She fucked off,
She
yeah.
fucks off, I'm Roger and this girl. I love
the
that.
bog.
Yeah. In the toilet. I'm a classy guy. You know what I mean? I'm a classy guy.
That's fucking
Yeah,
class.
it's great. Buckingham Palace.
Not many people can say it, you know.
Oh, no, they can't.
No, they really can't. No.
I bet there ain't many people that have done that.
That have met the
Definitely
Queen.
a forum, like there's definitely a forum on Facebook with the ones that have done it, like
Surely
because
it's
there's all like
illegal.
It probably goes on more than you
What's
think,
illegal?
because there's like all the people working
shagging
there.
in Buckingham
what's
Palace.
it going to do with? A decent exposure when he's in the
I
toilet?
don't know.
Nah,
I don't know. It might
she
be
thought it was decent.
So, yeah. Some medieval fucking law that you can't buck in the Buckingham.
You can't buck in the Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
I thought you knew that.
I know.
Yeah.
Is this
No.
a bit? Is this a bit like?
I'm turning it into a bit. I haven't done it yet.
Absolutely
Oh,
needs to
fuck.
be.
Because the story's so good, I haven't wanted to do it yet. I wanted to be good enough to do the story justice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I've just started putting pen to
That's
paper, turning it into a
outstanding.
bit, yeah.
Was the girl? Did she have cerebral palsy?
No, she was able-bodied.
Fucking sweet.
We don't just all shag each other.
No, I know. It was
Weirdly, we
that's
never
not-
shag
it's
each
not
other.
hereditary.
I was thinking that she was in the lane with you because it was the Paralympic team. That's
No,
what I thought.
she was the person who looked after one of my competitors' horses.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did say that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
But yeah, I was about to say, we never shag each other.
No.
People cerebral palsy.
No.
Why would you?
Well,
You know
the
what I mean?
spasms, if you did it in
No, but
unison,
why
it'd
would
be
you?
fucking,
Oh,
potentially
phenomenal.
great.
Yeah.
Potentially great.
Easy to spit in their mouth, doing it anyway.
Yeah. Just lie there while we do it.
Fingering must be a cunt, though.
Fingering normally happens in a cunt, but
Yeah,
you just put it
where
in.
You put it in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
it's like a
'cause
mixer.
I know him just that he gets his wee hand gets.
Gets all shaky from
And
time to
then-
time.
Oh, does it?
Goes
No,
up.
it's more my legs that happens with.
Yeah,
alright,
especially
yeah.
when you're tired and you just feel the
Yeah,
shakes
just
come
feel the
on to
shakes
fuck her
come on,
like.
yeah.
Well, cerebral palsy obviously doesn't do fuck all to your dick, then.
No, there's no muscles in your dick.
Brilliant.
Your dick's not a muscle.
Brilliant.
It works.
Brilliant.
Yeah, which I remember growing up, I used to think it did.
You used to think you had a dick in your muscle in your dick.
Yeah. I
Not a
thought your
dick in
dick
your
was a
muscle.
muscle. A dick in your
Dick
muscle.
in your muscle. You used to think there was a muscle in your
I used
dick.
to think your dick was a muscle and you could just like flex it. I genuinely thought that's what it was. I genuinely thought there was like
Just wheel him in
workouts
the
you
gym
could do.
with a fucking bar, like.
Well, there is that that little that you can make it.
Barbell?
Yeah, you can do that little like.
Oh yeah, you can make a
boinky
jump.
movement, can't you? Yeah,
But
yeah.
I thought you used to be able to like. I thought there'd be a way to
push
get
it
like
out.
weights.
Okay, yeah.
And like do
just
like
make it stronger.
little sit-ups with your dick.
Mad, you miss leg day.
Having
you
a
just
fucking
have this big pumped up dick.
six pack on your dick.
Who
Like.
you take, and they're like, fucking skinny legs, but fuck me, your dick, and your dick's like, get into the chopper.
I am the chopper.
It's like that Lil Dicky song, innit? Six pack on my dick. Man, what the fuck is that? It's so long and thick, it's like a punching bag.
No one has referenced Lil Dicky on this
Are they not?
podcast, but you.
Why not?
I love that.
It's fucking great.
You ever heard Lil Dicky?
Lil Dicky.
A first for me.
Oh,
Comedy
he's
rapper, he's
great.
fucking
Quite a
great.
few
He's
firsts
so
for me
good.
tonight.
So
Yeah.
good, yeah.
So so the Queen must be up there for people you met.
Yeah.
Who else have you met as a result of doing dressage?
Boris Johnson.
Fucking, let's get into that. Did you book him?
For long.
No, he booked me. He booked the whole fucking country. I did.
I'd say he
That was
done
only a
for-
brief meeting. Gordon Brown was PM when I did it. I'll tell you a funny story about
You
him.
ever see he does this thing, and I don't think everybody notices it, but when he talks, then he does this thing with his mouth. It's like a spasm in his mouth. And when you see it, you don't unsee it.
No, I've not noticed that.
So when he does a speech, he'd be talking. And he's
I
like,
don't know about you,
and he
Will,
goes,
but I don't see disability.
Neither do I.
it's not a disability, it's just like a thing.
He
that
does have something though, doesn't he?
Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he has he's one eye.
Yeah. I think that counts as disability.
Yeah.
Does it? One eye?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You've one eye.
50% vision. I'd say you're
Shit,
disabled.
He
to
literally
see,
doesn't
yeah.
see disability.
Ricky's on fucking crutches. Like, this cunt's getting in the car and he only has a half fucking one eye missing. Like, that's not really that fair, is it? Like, if fucking Gordon Brown's winning dressage and then like, fuck's sake, come on, he's one glass eye.
So how did you end up meeting him?
So we had to just again the team after the games just went down and he did a speech and that. And it was funny because I was stood up there to meet him and he shook my hand. No, that was it. So I was bored and he was working his way up and he was shaking everyone's hand and I was bored, so I fucking high-fived him instead. And all the press thought it was hilarious. And they came up to me like, why did you high-five him? And I was like, I was just bored. And it was in the fucking Telegraph and everything that I'd high-five Gordon Brown. But then after that, he went up to my mum, who's fully able-bodied, was just there with me, sat in a chair, and he shook her hand. He went, well done for your performance at the games. He hadn't got a fucking clue who anybody was. He hadn't got a fucking clue who had done what. And he congratulated my mum for winning a medal.
Your mum, you'd have been fucking going, come here, you bastard.
Yeah, I fucking let him. He congratulated my mum for a performance at the Paralympic Games.
That's unreal. See, I feel all I ever met was Mary Peters.
I met Oscar Pistorius. He was in the village in Beijing.
What the fuck?
One of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life.
Well, not a bad word to say about him.
I would not have thought he did what he did, honestly.
No.
I'd
Not one of those people you look at and be like, he's probably going to murder his girlfriend.
Someone. No, honestly, he was lovely when I met him. Yeah.
Was he like the Ronaldo of the Paralympics, that guy?
No, because he was sort of because it was the Beijing Games in 2008 and he was sort
And it was
he
2012
on
he
his
got
way
big?
up. Yeah, he was on his way. He was a favourite still, but he wasn't quite as big as he was.
They didn't let him do the real Olympics, or they did?
They did, but then banned it after because of the blades. Apparently,
Give him an
does
advantage.
actually give you an advantage.
I had to do this conference. This is years ago before all this went on, and the conference was Olympics, Paralympics. Do we need a Paralympic Games? And it was all these things. And I was in way over my head because I got asked to do it thinking I was doing a motivational talk, and I got there and it turns out I was debating with 5 professors. I'd really prepared wrong for this, and they said, oh, when do you want to go on? I said, I'll go on at the end. I thought, at least I can gauge what they're saying and plan something and just improvise. And they'd done all these studies about how these, the blades, they call them, give them an advantage over able-bodied runners. So I go up there because he'd mentioned something in his set, one of these professors has. And I go up there, I said, mate, just remind me, because you've taken Oscar Pistorius as the Paralympic reference, who did you take as the able-bodied reference? And he'd taken the German C team. And I went, you're just going to have to do all your research again because you can't compare the top level Paralympic athlete against a sub-level Olympic athlete.
They need to
I
be
just said
fucking
that
racing against
one
the fucking
sentence and
thing.
everyone just went off and I'd done my job like fucking sound, sit back and enjoy it, jobs are good.
You tell me you've put
Caused
them up
uproar.
against their fucking American A
Yeah.
fucking sprinting team, and then
But
we'll
they should have
fucking
done
judge
it against Bolt.
Yeah,
They should
of
have
course.
compared, the CO2 and O2
And then they'll
intake and all
argue and
that
go,
stuff.
but he's a phenomenon, and you're
Yeah.
going, but so's fucking Oscar.
So's Oscar.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Even within Paralympic sport, he was insanely good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was the average athlete. He was the difference. He was
was the boy.
insanely
Do you
good.
wonder if Oscar was watching the Olympics this year and was going, she's balls and she's winning the boxing? This is a fucking joke. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he's in any position really to kick off.
I don't know if he has TV.
Yeah.
Is he out?
I think he's
He's
out.
out.
Isn't he?
Yeah,
He's out
he's
now.
out.
Yeah.
Fuck
He's
yeah,
out.
free my
I
guy.
don't think he was in too long because he was out. He was in the house and all. Like he was getting like weekend release and all.
Was he?
Was he?
Not a bad shit. Fuck, not a bad
Pretty
deal.
good guy.
I know he got done for. He wasn't murder. He got done for manslaughter.
Matt, was it? What did he mean to just shoot the door?
His
I don't know.
was it
his argument
diminished-
wasn't
it
his
diminished-
family.
Diminished responsibility, was it, or something?
Yeah,
like
because
that?
I know his family were attacked by home invaders growing up, so he
Right.
had that PTSD. And his argument was he didn't know she was in the toilet and thought.
Here's
She
the
She
thing.
wasn't in bed next
Here's
to
the
him.
thing.
Yeah.
Who's gonna know? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Apart from him and her.
Yeah. No, she's
Do
not
you think
saying
she called him something?
Legless cunt.
Yeah.
Stick didn't
You've been
work.
drinking again. You're legless. Oh, Oscar.
Stick didn't
I just
work or
kept calling him Blade and it was pissing him off.
something. Your dick shit.
I wonder if that's been amputated as well.
What? Do you know what? It's one of them things.
You're not
like,
getting out tonight like his
what,
blades.
what
you know?
does somebody have to? What does somebody have to say to you to make them shoot them? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've took some fucking shit in my time. Like, but
I don't know. Your missus could say some shit, couldn't she?
somebody
Yeah.
would have. The
Your
shooter,
brother's got a bigger dick than you. What? Fuck off.
Would you shoot somebody for that? You think?
Nah, I ain't got a gun.
I can get you. I can get you one.
Don't supply him.
You, Ricky, just say. I thought it was my horse. From
I
the
don't know what. I
dressage
don't know
and
what
that."
it'd take for me to shoot someone. I don't know.
If it was to save someone else, I would shoot
It's quite.
I think if to save someone else, or if they'd done something fucking horrific to a family member, like
Yeah.
raped a family member.
someone. Oh, do you want to know the worst answer to this?
Yeah.
If I didn't think I'd get caught. That's all it would take. Is I'd be like, I want to see what this is like.
Do you know?
Boom.
Do you know what? It's not even just a case. Like if somebody says to me, "You could shoot somebody tomorrow," right? But you'll not get caught. I don't think I could do it.
I think I could do it.
It would have to be really. I've seen myself when I've lost the
I don't
temper.
know. I'd have to question the person telling me that.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
just some guy
If
in a pub,
someone's
you're like, murder's
If
legal
someone's
tomorrow.
encouraging me to shoot
there was like a
someone,
purge.
a purge.
No, who
I
I
just-
shoot people who go into the garage like a spar and do a full week shopping. They need shot. They need shot. What'd you say? Yeah, yeah. Park at the pub and they've got like 3 baskets. No, in the garage you're getting 5 items. You're getting the chocolate bar, some drinks. Fuck
But
off.
hold on. That's because you're a single guy with no kids.
Yes.
Some
And a
people
gun.
who have kids are like, I'm away, and they have to just call into like a spar, and
Yeah,
then
but
they
go
have-
to the big Tesco's.
Yeah.
But they can't.
They can't.
You've no understanding. You can't.
can.
You
Why?
can't.
Why?
You just can't.
Why?
Because it's like when you have kids, you don't have a fucking minute.
Surely it's easier to put them in the little fucking seats on the trolley and push them around.
Said by people that you do.
So,
have
so it's
kids.
easier.
Yeah, a man who
kids.
who
No.
made a living in a little seat.
So it's
would know.
easier. So it's easier to have these little bastards round a tiny little fucking shop where you've got to weave in and out of things. You've got 3 baskets on your arms with your 2 little bastards
that-
following you around. That's easier.
But I'm saying
than
that the ones that
big-
you find normally don't have the kids with them. Do you get what
That's
I mean?
what we're on about.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They don't have the kids with them. So I'm not. There's going to be cunts just do it. Like I'm
Let's
saying,
say in my example, these people don't have kids.
Right. Well, then they're cunts. No, I get you. I
Yeah,
get you. They're
so,
cunts.
especially when you're in a hurry and you have to be somewhere, and some cunts just checking out.
Or
a full
some
week shopping.
able-bodied cunt who's taken the last disabled parking space. He's getting it.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll be honest.
getting it.
I try not to judge that
I do.
because I'll be like, he might have something.
Don't give a
Unless he
shit.
doesn't have the badge out, and then I'm like, you're
Yeah,
a cunt.
that's what I'm on about without the badge. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, if they've got the badge, that fine. They've got. You can't see all of them. Fine,
Yeah.
I get it. But
Yeah.
if they ain't put the badge out,
Do you ever
getting
park in the
shot.
disabled spaces? You fucker.
I knew you would. You've just got that look about you.
You're getting gunned down.
Yeah, you've got that look.
Oh, you fucker. Why?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Cunts
hate
like
you.
you. Just fucking.
Cunts like
I'm
us.
saying no, I could just leave you so just to watch you. I like to park in it and then sit in the car and watch them having to park away, far away, and then struggling in the shop, and then I'd be wanking watching it. And then once I come, I go, "Do you want that spot?" And I made him fucking sorted.
And that's why I park across 3 mother
what?
and
This is gonna
child
get
lanes.
clipped.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
This is going to get clipped.
I like to sit in disabled parking
I,
spaces.
I,
wank.
wank.
I recently, like a couple of months ago, had someone put up on, isn't it Reddit?
Yeah.
It was like Paddy McDonnell pulled in his car and parked in 2 disabled spots, not one. I parked in 2.
Over the hatchings, like.
Two, this is what this is. I parked over 2 disabled spots, and then I straddled about the harbour, and then came back with my rubbish and fucked all my rubbish from my car into the hedge, and then left. And none of it's true. Like, not one bit of it's fucking true.
Was it you?
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me.
No, Willie would just be standing with a gun going,
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
No, but it was like, and
Is that what they
people
said? That's
believed it.
fucking
And I
brilliant.
still get people like below certain videos going, I throwing your food in the fucking hedge while you're in the disabled spot, you cunt. And you're like,
That's amazing.
I love how wound up people get by stuff online.
My mates
though.
used to go onto my Wikipedia and change stuff and like say that I was openly bisexual or thinking about transitioning.
Are
and
you
stuff like that.
bisexual?
No.
No, just closeted.
Yeah, just proper gay.
have you not seen my dressage?
Yeah, I'm not really cerebral palsy, mate.
are
I
you
just
in a
get
relationship
bummed
now,
on the
right?
daily. Say again.
Are you in a relationship now?
No, I split up with my ex-girlfriend about a year ago.
Okay, how long was
shit,
that
sorry, yeah.
relationship?
Sorry?
How long was that relationship?
5 years.
Fuck. Tough
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it was tough, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't my choice.
Have you?
No.
Because I never have. Have you ever dated another disabled person?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah. But she's only a very little bit disabled. Her shoulder was a bit funny, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. She got sore.
She fell off a horse and got a bit of nerve damage down her arm.
Oh, that's worse than her shoulders. A wee bit funny. She's nerve damage.
Yeah, but it was, yeah.
And did she use it as an excuse not to wank you off?
No, she used the other hand.
Did you not get her to use the dodgy hand, so it got a wee bit tiring, and then it felt like something, and then you grabbed the
No,
wrist.
because it
and
was
you
one
did-
Nah, there's
extreme
no
or the
rhythm
other.
in that.
It was either too loose or way too tight.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She didn't have that.
I think they should make.
She didn't have that control.
I think they should
You know
have
what I mean?
classes. They should have classes for women
Wanking classes.
for how to wank off men.
Oh, you just
Pitch this to me, right? So, I'm in charge of council funding. You come to me with this idea
Yeah.
for a class. Pitch
We're
it
on
to
the
me.
panel.
Yeah,
We're on the panel.
we're the panel.
Right?
Hello,
Lads,
Paddy. How can
have
we
you
help?
ever had a wank from a girl and she's not tight enough when she grips your hand? Have you ever had to finish yourself off? and
Take a
just
seat,
have
Mr.
her-
McDonnell,
and
yes.
Just have her
Well,
licking your
can
ear
I
when
get you
you're
a drink?
playing with yourself, and then she feels. Then the girl feels bad because they are like, "Can I not do this right?" So like it make more sense just to give them a class. And
So what are you applying for today?
I need a grant. I need a grant to set up a class for ladies to take in masturbation and the right pressure.
Masturbation or giving masturbation?
Given masturbation.
And who will teach this class?
Well, I have instructed 4 members who have degrees in getting wanked. And
Where did they get those qualifications?
They worked in Amsterdam for 6 months.
Ah.
And they have brought their expertise back, and they will be able to show the ladies this. And we won't have actual people. We have applied to get a few dolls, and they can practice on the dolls.
Dolls.
Just pretty much like you would do for CPR. And at the end of it, it's an 8-week course.
Do you also do the wanking to the rhythm of Staying Alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think? You giving them that grant?
Not a fucking chance.
I think you should leave this office. That's disgusting.
Used to, like, obviously have never had
I mean, it's a
bad
very
wank.
simple lesson,
Have
and
you
it's
had a
spit
bad
on it,
wank?
give it here.
Yeah. When I'm getting wanked off, I just feel like I'm more just like, you just what?
Yeah.
I like doing it myself.
That's my point.
No one wanks you off better than yourself.
Yeah.
No one.
Maybe I need to clone myself.
Why clone it? Just do it, bro.
I'm a lazy cunt. I'm a lazy cunt. Ricky. I'm fed up with it.
I'm sat
fair
right
enough.
here.
You are the type of guy who'd love getting wanked off by a clone of yourself. You'd shag a clone of yourself
No,
immediately.
I wouldn't.
Would you
no.
suck yourself off if you had a
No.
clone?
Would you suck off your clone?
What about a twin?
Would you let your clone suck you off?
No,
I think you would.
no. I would let my clone wank me, but that's as far as I would go.
Would you have a threesome with your clone?
No.
Yeah, you would.
In case he's
You'd
better
high
than me.
five
In
your
case,
clone,
the
wouldn't
in
you?
case the clone's better than you.
Would you make eye contact?
And then see if he was better than me, I would make him fucking go and shop in the spar and tell Willie about
You'd
it.
make him stand behind you.
And
You
that
would.
Willie
You
shoot him.
could.
You'd make your clone go and throw all your rubbish in a hedge.
Yeah, and double park over 2 parking spaces.
We're coming up to the last 10 minutes here. So, have you anything to plug before I forget?
His arse.
Okay. And where about you from in England?
Talford, Shropshire.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, in the middle somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Posh.
What am I plugging? Yeah, so I've got a new podcast.
Good man.
Yeah, it's called Ricky Balshaw's Unstable. I'm only about 8 episodes in, so yeah,
Everybody
I can nick
starts
some
somewhere.
of your.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying it. It's good. I've got a few patrons. I launched a Patreon at the start just for £1 a month each. I thought if I can get, I've done the first 1,000 for £1 each, and I got 20 already, which is for 8 episodes in. I'm dead happy with that. It's sort of like it's just me and random guests. I have comics, I have sportsmen and women, just random people who have achieved or whatever, and just talk about like dark times in their lives and what they've done and stuff. So that's really good. It's called Ricky Balshaw's Unstable. Find it everywhere. And then follow me on the socials, Ricky Balshaw.
Awesome, good man. I've gigged with Ricky before. He's fucking great. And this
great.
circles back because I hate when there's another comic with cerebral palsy.
Yeah, I'm the
on.
same. Like half of me's really enjoying this podcast. Half of me hopes that chair breaks.
I'm not doing cerebral palsy. I'm just a fat cunt.
Yeah,
but no, I get that.
Yeah.
Especially when they also do cerebral palsy material. I'm like, fuck.
But that's the thing. If you have a good promoter, won't put us on the same bill.
Yeah.
Because do you know Aaron Simmons?
I do know Aaron Simmons, yeah.
He was middling a tonic gig and I was closing it and I fucking died on my arse.
Because they already got a bit.
They've already had loads
it's
of
like
cerebral
two
palsy
musical
jokes.
fucking comedians.
Yeah.
It would be like you and like Willow White over in England
Get you.
being back to back.
So
It's
They
pointless.
would just go, this is just
Pointless.
another
Yeah, it's
Irish
just the
guy.
same thing.
a
Same
good
thing.
promoter would never book us together.
Yeah.
And I would only book you if I was comparing it because it'd just be crowd worky stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
That's his way of saying he's never going to book you.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I get
But
what
yeah,
you mean.
Paddy,
It's very
send me your
frustrating.
availabilities dates,
no
mate. Yeah.
problem, yeah. That's only because you want to plug me.
Yeah.
I'm going to end up in England on some horse going, you sure did it right? He's like, yeah, just a wee bit
Am I
care.
supposed to be bleeding? Yes.
And they're dead weird about disabled acts over in England, in my experience
How do you
anyway.
think?
I
What do you
always
mean?
get asked if it's a character.
I've never been asked that.
You never been asked
Yeah, but
that?
it's very obvious that I'm not putting it on when you see me walk.
So, yeah.
it's
It's
like-
not like you get up your Kaiser shows out.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, yeah.
whereas mine's more hidden.
Yeah.
And I have to explain why.
Yeah, yeah.
But I always get people being like, and is that just, just like a gimmick you're doing? I'm like,
How good would that be if, like, you started...
that would be fucking mental.
If you knew the comedy game before you started and you're able-bodied, you thought, right, I'm going to go in full-on quadriplegic, paraplegia, and get all the way up to the Apollo and then just get out of the wheelchair and as a character act the whole time.
I saw that happen.
Lee
That
Evans.
happened at the Frog and Bucket, didn't it?
Not the Frog and Bucket. This happened in, where was Yardbird? Remember Yardbird that had the DJ? Dirty Onion. And there was a girl that sat in a wheelchair, did 5 minutes on wheelchairs, and at the end of the set stood up,
Walked
folded
out.
up the wheelchair and walked out.
Amazing. Someone did it at the, Beat the Frog, the
Yeah.
gong show there.
Jesus
Apparently
is sitting
someone
at the
did
back
it.
of the room and his mates are
They-
going, you're a cunt.
They got security
Like,
to
fucking
lift
you
them.
done from me.
They got security to lift them onto the Frog and Bucket stage, did the gong show, fucking ripped it, got lifted down, got lifted back on at the end of it when they announced the winner, and then walked off.
See, when I first started comedy, I done comedy with a guy who had spina bifida and was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And that's all I done at the start. And then he stopped doing and became a politician. He stopped doing comedy. But the memory that sticks in my head was we were doing a gig in Dublin and there was like 37 steps in the basement. And he was so independent. He was like, no, I'm crawling down. And I'm like,
Right.
fuck's sake, mate. And he's like, carry my chair down. And I'm crawling.
Yeah.
And he crawled everywhere. So we went down. It was like 37 steps. And like real old staircase, like fucking
At the end of the night, did you
He's
just
coming down
leave
like
him?
he's in Nazi zombies. Like,
This is the fucking this will be like the moment when I die. I'll remember this moment, right? So we get up the top of these stairs and there was this like cafe area. It was like a big fucking thing and all the tour buses parked outside it.
Yeah.
So somebody obviously realised tour buses there, we'll fucking
Yeah.
open this fucking deli counter, all this thing. And it was just loads of Americans and they were like, yeah, give me fucking American whip on that. Fucking give us this. They're all fucking dead loud. And I turned to the
American
top and I was
whip?
like,
I wasn't going to say anything.
and they're fucking. Do you remember Miracle Whip? No. The reason why I use it.
It was, as I said it, I thought, I hope I don't look the cunt here.
Yeah.
But
I just get used to
Miracle
it.
Whip
Yeah,
was
yeah.
called Miracle Whip.
is it just whipped cream?
It
Yep,
was
yep.
like a
Oh.
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah, easy on the Miracle Whip is what it was called. So it was used for sandwiches, and then
Right.
they changed it from Miracle Whip to American Whip, and then it fucking failed.
Right, okay.
Right? So
That's what they wanted.
your mom was asking for us, and they fucking obviously don't have it, right? So we were up there anyway, and they're all standing, and fucking I'm standing in my wheelchair, and they all just sort of looked at me with this fucking tiny wheelchair, and looked at me again, and I went, oh, for fuck's sake. So when the guy who done it, I'll not say his name, but he crawled.
Go on, fucking.
He crawled, Johnny. Johnny crawled out, right? And he just looked at them all looking, and they're just looking at him crawling. And he just fucking went into it, right? Full fucking, and he went, "What the fuck is your problem?" And I went, "What?" And he went, "There's nothing I can do about it. I just like feeling other fellas' legs." And I was like, "Oh, right, okay, Johnny's doing something to me." "Well, you shouldn't do it. It makes me so jealous." And he was like, "Listen, you have a tiny dick. The fucking black man with the big cocks, that's how I ended up in the wheelchair." And I just went, "Oh, fuck, I have to leave. I couldn't hold it anymore." And I walked out, and I crawled out like something out of a fucking movie. "Get back here, you fat bastard. How the fuck am I meant to get home? You've got the keys to my disabled car." And all the Americans were just like... They had just arrived in Ireland expecting fucking thatched cottages, and this fucking madness was going on. It was fucking, he chased me up the
just got
street.
sluts in
It
wheelchairs.
was so fucking
Love
funny.
that.
Like, funny as fuck. And it'll stick with me forever. It was one of them moments where the two of us just went into character straight away, just to wind these cunts up. It was so funny. Have you ever used your disability, like, ever used it, like, for a reason to get out of something, or...
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
We all do that.
Yeah, like there's so many examples. I don't want to even bore you with them, but always skip queues, like nightclubs and stuff when I was younger. Get to the front of the bar.
Even
shag
if
in
like
Buckingham Palace.
if there's housework to do and someone else is in, I'll just be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm feeling very tight today."
My back hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, we all do it.
Yeah.
As you fucking would, by the way.
No, listen,
Yeah,
it's
don't
like
pretend, don't
politicians.
sit there
It's like
and pretend that you wouldn't do it.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, because like politicians, even like during COVID, and they were like, "I can't believe the Conservatives done what they've done," and they were giving their fucking brother-in-laws and their family the contract to fucking do face masks. And even though I hate the fucking Tories,
Oh,
I'm sitting
I'd
there
have done the
going,
same.
I'd have done the
Yeah,
exact same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd have fucking done. I'd have phoned up and went, "Listen, there's a wee contract here. Egan, fucking, do you want to jump on? Throw me a
There
couple
is a
quid?"
private phone call while you're talking like that.
No, but you know what I mean. It
Yeah,
would've-
I get you.
would've-
Is this a secure line?
yeah. But yeah, we all absolutely
Yeah,
do
you
that.
play on
like-
it to fuck, yeah.
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 Sometimes you do it just because it's really
Have you
funny.
ever done it to get close to a girl?
No, because I've... No.
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 Have you?
Nope.
No.
It's the
probably has
other way, if
opposite
anything.
effect,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to be pitied. You don't want to
Yeah.
be seen as
You
someone.
want her just to get you.
And also,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
really sexy to be
No.
like, "Hey, you're
Right,
gonna
baby.
you're gonna have to look after me."
Look at me,
Petty
spasm.
fuck.
Yeah.
Petty fuck.
Yeah.
You would take a petty fuck.
Hey, do you like
No?
wiping horses? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do mine?
Get
Yeah.
your tongue in this.
Yeah. Oh, do you like showers? That's romantic. Help me into one.
I've got to walk in one.
Yeah, it does have the opposite effect of it's not sexy to be like, "I need help."
Yeah.
So we,
Before you go, sweetheart, help me with my socks. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's honestly like see if we ask help for things, we don't actually need it.
You're
No,
actually
no,
going,
When we actually
when we
need help,
need it,
we won't
don't
take
ask, Yeah.
You need to leave because my yellow bus is coming to get me. You want rid of something, you know? That
Yeah, that is the disadvantage. If ever you wake up next to something that you shouldn't be waking up to, I can't make a stealthy getaway. Do you know what I mean? I have to think of a good reason to
yeah,
get out.
it's so
like,
long,
I'm
like-
like a baby hippo in the morning. Like my fucking
I
coordination.
can see you.
Yeah.
My
I can hear
coordination's
you.
worse. Like I am waking her up trying to get out the house. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
exact. In the mornings, are you the same as me, where you're
worse.
just, there's days you just wake up, you're like, "Oh, you're pretzeled up," like.
Yeah.
Especially because this is one
Pretzel?
thing. Yeah. You're just like your limbs.
Is that a thing?
a pretzel?
Pretzel.
Yeah.
No, I know,
Salty
but
snack.
I've never. Fuck up, Michael.
Yeah, like your limbs
Yeah,
when you
get
wake
all
up,
tight.
they're all tight.
But is it
Yeah, like
an actual
spazzy.
term or?
No,
No,
it's just
It's
like
slang, right?
just a
That's okay,
metaphor.
'cause,
Yeah.
I mean, you must have to have a fucking disability to fucking use that one. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
No, but
I've
you
never
do.
woke up and went,
Yeah, but yeah.
pretzel.
There's
Just
times you wake
tight,
up
it's
and
like,
you just look like headphones that have been left in a jacket.
There was a time growing up that I couldn't like walk properly in the day unless I'd fallen over first.
Yeah.
Like, I had to fall over so to stretch to get up. Like yeah.
Yeah. There's days I would just wake. Don't really do it anymore, but I would wake up and just fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
Like that.
Same.
That was the start to my day. It's
Yeah.
just you'd hear me. My mum would say you'd hear my footsteps, and then you just hear like just me hitting it, and then be
Wanking.
like, "I'm up." Yeah, that's why I fell.
Yeah, having a spasm wank.
yeah.
It's happened again.
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say something, forgot. But yeah, you just do get really tight. Like there's a thing that I didn't even account for and then realize that's why. I'll wake up with my arms being really sore. That's because while I've been sleeping, my muscles have tightened and then I've rolled over on it.
Yeah.
So you've got your arm like that, and then you put your full body
weight
weight on
on
it,
it.
and then you wake up and you're like, why do I feel like I've just been arm barred for 10 hours? Because you've just put all your body weight on this fucking
I
contorted
don't know about
limb.
you as well. I've had like women that I've slept with. Apparently, I'm very still at night after sleeping. Apparently, like we don't toss and turn as much. I'm just fucking still.
same
I had a
opposite.
few people comment on that. I'm dead still at night.
I'm like a Vietnam veteran. When I
Nice.
sleep, like I just
Crawling.
toss and turn.
Right.
I'll wake up and I'll strip the bed.
PTSD.
yeah.
Yeah, proper in the trenches, flashback.
That's
shit.
how
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll wake up and I've torn off all the bed sheets.
Next question.
no.
You two going to fight in a charity boxing match?
No,
No,
we can't.
no.
Doesn't matter if he also. We can't
It,
take.
like,
Excuses,
literally, I'm stood there. The
excuses.
slightest push, and I'm on my arse.
Two cunts win the fucking Olympics, but
We referee the
won't
shit out of
fucking
it,
fight.
yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't
We'll
matter.
commentate.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if someone else has
He
it. You
does
can't
ring
take.
girl.
I
Would
do
you
ring
do
girl.
ring girl?
I'll do ring girl.
Yeah, ring girl's fun.
That
I'll
might be
ring girl
great.
the shit out of that.
Yeah, ring girl's fun.
If we get him over to do ring girl,
I'll do
but
that.
you, that'd be
100%. I'm in.
fucking
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah,
Let's get you over.
Yeah.
Definitely.
but that's it. Like it doesn't matter who's throwing punches. You can't punch each other in the
No.
head.
Well, he'll not be bouncing into the ring like you.
True. Well, he'll be like me towards the end of the night.
It'll take it forever because like we left. Fuck's sake.
Crane him.
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
Should have
Just
just
crane
kept
me in.
it.
We're like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
a horse gets stuck in a mountain.
We'll just
we'll
get two actual ring girls to carry me
He,
around.
he physically can't move. You want to see what he does for charity. Like, this cunt throws himself like he does 12 out of everybody that boxes. He does 12 fucking rounds of fucking UFC.
Fair.
I swear to fuck, it's unbelievable. You see,
Nice,
he
man.
would like see the first year he stole the show. Like, we were the freak show all fighting each other. He stole the show.
When is this?
I don't know if
It's
we're
on YouTube. You can watch it. Just
Yeah.
No,
watch
Oh,
it.
when? I don't know.
We
I don't
normally-
know.
I don't know if we're going to do it again
Oh,
because all the
definitely do it again. I'm
comedians
well
are
up for that.
Yeah.
yeah. But he fucking.
But I
he
would
stole
like-
the show,
Yeah,
it
send
was
me the
just-
link.
I would like ragdoll it, no, like Andy's home in Toy Story, and just drop because I'm like that's
the more
funny
drunk
to
he
follow
got,
that.
Yeah.
the more drunk he got. Now this is in a 1,000-seater arena, right?
Yeah.
The more drunk he got, the fucking like I was going ow. It was like he was just fucking
I'm the same.
diving.
Yeah.
For me, if I'm drinking, there's after 2 or 3 drinks, I walk better, and then it's on a fucking decline. But I don't hurt myself when I fall over.
Yeah.
So I just throw.
How mad is that?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you actually walk a wee bit better
Because it reduces the spasticity. Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
getting drunk.
Yeah.
And you can't. It's not. You
one
don't
of the-
feel the pain of it.
One of the
get you.
girls at one of the Paralympics I was at, the team, she had cerebral palsy down on one side as well. She got prescribed by the team doctor 3 bottles of Bud an hour before she competed, and she got 3 gold medals.
That's fucking. Do you know ketamine used to be given to us?
Did not know that.
Like before, like obviously we've been
No,
born,
I
but
didn't know.
ketamine did used to be used to treat it because
For what? What benefit?
when you take it, apparently, it does reduce muscle
Oh,
spasticity
really?
because
Well,
it's like a
able-
muscle
when
relaxant.
able
Right,
people
okay,
take
yeah.
it, they fucking are like that.
Yeah, because it's a muscle relaxant. So when they take it and their muscles aren't tight, they're just fucking
So what
jelly.
you're telling me is they give it to horses, babies, and spastics.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
perfect for your
Yeah, yeah.
dressage.
Yeah, yeah.
You, one for me,
Yeah,
one for you.
Yeah.
You and your horse
Have a bump
tripping
of
out.
that.
Yeah. But that's why when we take it, like all my friends are like fucking like that, and I'm like, I don't want to go for a run. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
amazing.
The opposite effect.
Yeah.
It's like someone with ADHD having a line in it. Like,
It's
just
literally- yeah.
straightens us out.
Yeah.
Having a bumper cat, I'm able-bodied.
It's literally
Don't send
that.
the DWP round.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for checking out this
Thanks.
week's
Your
episode.
Food is
Thank-
gonna be freezing.
That's all right. I'll
Follow
get it down,
Ricky.
mate.
He is fucking outstanding.
Yes.
I'd appreciate it if
we,
you can.
We met him
Thank
in
you.
Manchester. I met him in Manchester. William obviously knew him. He's
Yeah.
absolutely fucking great, folks.
I can't remember where I met you.
Don't know.
I have
the
no
bus.
idea. I just know.
On the bus.
Dressage. Beijing.
I actually don't know where I
in
met you.
Buckingham
It was something
Palace,
to
you were
Andrew,
dressed up
wasn't
as the
it?
Queen. Do
Andrew
you remember?
Was there Andrew?
Yeah, that's it. It
Was
was
there Andrew?
because I wasn't it the BBC New Comedy Awards, and he told me to speak to you, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have a word with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, play it up.
Yeah. Dribble.
Play, yeah.
Yeah. The advice was dribble as much as possible.
Yeah. Thank you very much for checking us out this week.
What a
Follow the
great podcast,
Patreon.
yep.
Other than that, thank you very much.
Yes,
Cheers,
I have
guys.
show. Do you have anything to plug?
Oh, yes. Millennium Forum, Waterfront. I'm in Ballymena on Friday. Bangor is sold out. Also in Dublin next week. Check out those shows.
Brilliant. Check it all out. It's on William.
ThompsonComedy.com.
Yeah, and go on to PADDYMcDonaldComedy.com. And I'm in the Millennium Forum, and I've got a play this year, so go and check it out. Get tickets.
Go watch it. See you later, boys.
Drop.
I feel